Welcome to the Captain Show, the Captain Adam Shelton Show. Welcome to the show today. And we got a good one for you because we're going to break down some numbers that you need to know. Now, I was supposed to go live earlier, had some technical difficulties, but we got in. It's all about getting in. Sometimes it's getting in at the right time. Sometimes, and this is what I just learned about. Sometimes it's not about rushing the process. You see a new launch and you want to just rush in. Sometimes you may want to do one of these. If you guys seen the Cosby Show and you seen Cliff and Claire, the wife, was saying a bunch of things about him, and he did one of these because he didn't want to get in the situation. Sometimes in launches and sometimes in things, you want to do this before you did this, dive in. I'm telling you, I was supposed to go live a few hours ago, and I didn't panic, and I just kind of restart the computer. I kind of did some other things. I touched some grass. And came back in ready to roll. And then I was like, let's do this. Now that is similar to the crypto market. And I'm going to show you a couple of things that's going to make you go, It's just like it. Everything is setting up for explosion. Before explosion, sometimes you need to do some other things. And the SEC, what they're doing now, from what I'm seeing, they are dismissing cases before the boom. Because you got to dismiss some things. It's almost like cleaning up your house before you sell it. Or clean up your house before you start inviting people over. That's probably a better analogy. Now, I say crypto market explosion near, but I'm also saying WEN profit for SWP and more. So for your tokens, profit is coming. And if you've been stacking and adding, you know what I'm talking about here. So buckle up because it is going to be explosion. I know right now people are sitting there like, well, I see my wallet and I'm down $200 or $2,000 or $200,000. Well, it's value. You're not losing unless you sell. And that's what it is. You're not going to lose. If you sell, you lose. If you're holding and adding, you're winning. Literally. Okay, so I'm going to show you one thing about the crypto explosion, and then I'm going to show you about the WEN profits as well. So stay tuned. The Captain Adam Shelton Show. The Captain Adam Shelton Show. Woo! I should have some like a little theme song in the back. Get a couple of girls. The Captain Adam Shelton Show. Ooh, woo! He is the captain. He is the crypto market. He is the captain. He is the captain of crypto market. Crypto market. Anyway, okay. All right, enough of that. So let me show you the first thing, and then we'll continue the show. Now, the first thing is this right here. Pay attention to March 7th. And you probably already know this. It's because Trump will host the first ever White House Crypto Summit on March 7th, bringing together industry leaders, CEO, investors, and as well as other people as well. Now, this is big, though, because you're going to have leaders in the crypto field in there as well. Now, this is big because, let me go ahead and zoom back out. This is big because you're going to have members from Coinbase. You might have Cardano present members there, or the main member, Charles, or you might have somebody in Coinbase, Brian Armstrong. You may have XRP, Brad Garlinghouse. You may have other members from other projects like Ondo. I don't know if Vitalik is showing up. That would be something. Wouldn't that be something? Elon Musk is going to be possibly around somewhere. So they're going to be meeting March 7th to discuss a crypto summit. And I wonder if the guy from Tron's going to be there, Justin Sun. I hope he's there. I hope he's there too, because, hey, that's good. There's some good solid projects on Tron And there's some solid project on Tron. So I kind of hope he's there. I hope somebody representing Solana is in this meeting. You know, it didn't say who's all there, but you kind of can know who's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? You kind of know who's going to be there. The Captain Adam Shelton Show. Ooh, ooh. Now, let me zoom back out here again. So this is big. So I'm showing you that before I show you other things is because one thing I'm saying is that you need news like this before you explode. You need news like that. So the first crypto summit ever, if they invited me, I would go. Shoot, hell yeah. In fact, I may think about making a visit that they say. Making a visit over there, I'm going to listen. This is what we need to do. But anyway, I think they got it covered. They don't necessarily need me. They don't need me there. They don't. They don't need me. But for real, I definitely will be there. But so you need things like this before you start to move up in the situation here. Now, let me go back over here for one minute. Let me zoom in. Okay, I can't wait to see what the summit, David, perhaps new regulatory clarity or no tax on crypto. Everybody's hoping no tax on crypto. Don't forget retail. Absolutely. Wendy, absolutely. Please do not forget retail. Please don't launch another inside meme coin. Please do not launch another. Listen, there's no need to be afraid. Listen, this is a positive movement because the fact that they meeting all in one room and to discuss the future of crypto, and you have 5 and 6 cases dismissed from the SEC, I see movement happening in the crypto market. And if you see Bitcoin is starting to climb up, Solana starting to climb up, Ethereum starting to climb up a little bit. The reason why I mention those chains in a situation, because more than likely you got a token on those chains. Tron is climbing up. So if they doing well, your token's going to do well. Well, they have a chance of doing well. You need that to do well. You need Solana to do well. You do. Why would you want it bad? So it's almost like, okay, if the king and the princess are doing well, everybody else eats. Everybody else eats. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely here. So, but also what I'm also seeing is, like I mentioned before, you have a lot of cases being dismissed. However, it has not trickled down to the fear in the market. It has not yet, because you know how it is. People got to see it. It's almost like I hear you, but I don't see you. Usually FOMO and people react when they're starting to see something movement in the dang chart, and you know it. To me, I see what's going on behind the hood, and what's going on is unbelievable. That's what I see. And the Fed meetings, the Federal Reserve will be meeting March 19th on that Wednesday. I believe right now they're going to pause the interest rates, but I do believe in the summer they're going to cut. They meet again in May, and I believe in June after March. So they'll skip April. They got May and they got June. I think they'll cut either May and June. That's in my opinion. Maybe probably more likely could be May, actually, based on what happens with the market and everything like that. But from what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing the crypto fear and greed index is 22. That actually moved up from 20 to 22. So yesterday we had fear, and then today we have fear, and tomorrow we have fear. So and Monday we'll still have fear. We're gonna have fear for a little while until things start to really move. Now, I do see things climbing up in March. I've been saying the spring, new season, new beginning, new outlook. So the spring season starts March, like around mid-March, whatever. You may start seeing a little bit more movement, perhaps based on what happens on March 7th. Now, I'm not taking anything from the crypto summit. That's going to be such a thing that everything explode. But if they continue dismissing cases in terms of the SEC and they dismiss the XRP case, we are going up. At least XRP will be. Yeah, you know me. Now, one thing that I did discuss. Oh, look at the chat here. He says, "Can I show you a meme coin?" Yeah, just send me a message in private, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. He said, the meme coin I got for you is the one that's going to be held by Trump, by the way. Oh, okay. Well, send it to me. Send it to me. Oh, I'll take a look at it. Take a look at it. Well, the thing about it, I mean, only one I know of is actually his token out there. It's just Trump token. That's the only one I really know, but it could be others out there. I think that in that summit, it could be some good things coming out. Regulatory clarity, maybe more information that we need to know about the market in general. But one thing we do know the SEC is making moves in terms of dismissing kind of old cases. They dismissed the Richard Hart case, which I was surprised that they did that. And they dismissed the Gemini case, they dismissed the Coinbase case, the Genesis MetaMask case. There are dismissing cases like your local Coca-Cola man dropping cases at your local grocery store. Drop. And there's a few more drops, actually. It will more likely happen. And the big one's going to be the XRP one. So, but see, what does that mean for like your meme coins and your other coins and all that kind of stuff? Well, I was kind of searching around the web. And remember, the second half of this crypto market explosion near is mainly because you do have obviously fear, but then you have this meeting coming up here, the first ever summit. To me, I think that it's gearing up for explosion, not necessarily on the 7th. I'm not saying that. It's just getting warmed up. It's almost like you just putting your actually potato or putting your food in the microwave and it's kind of warming up a little bit. We warming up, ooh, warming up, ooh. Anyway, so what I'm going to do here is show you this as well. Okay, so I did talk about, profits, especially SWP. If you don't know about SWP, it's Saitama Wolfpack. It is a meme coin project that is coming alive. Yes, it's not a part of the old Saitama. New leadership, old leadership, this new leadership, new community, and more explosion. Now, I was kind of walking around, just searching around, and I saw a member did this. And I think it's brilliant because you don't see this in the crypto market already. All right. So this right here, what I'm saying is this right here. What I'm seeing, this man literally, and it's Dave Simpson. I mean, shout out to Dave Simpson. I don't know if he wants this stuff to be all broadcast, but I thought it was really, really cool because sometimes we get into projects and we don't necessarily, hold on here. Is I'm doing this right? Okay. He made an exit plan here. I thought it was pretty good. I wanted to show you guys this. And it reminded me a little bit of the Captain spreadsheet, but it's kind of more geared towards, his type of outlook. Now, as you see, hold up here. I think I made that. We'll make this. Let me see if I can make this. Okay, so I think this is better. Okay, so if you see here, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll move this over down a little bit. He set up, this is his exit strategy. So he's basically saying, okay, Saitama Wolfpack right now is sitting about 1 cent. This is something you guys to really look at. It reminds me a lot of the Captain spreadsheet. And the Captain spreadsheet looks just like this, okay? So right now, SWP is sitting around the $1 million mark, sitting at $1 million and a little bit over $1 million market cap, which is an absolutely steal. Now, what this guy did, he set up an exit strategy. So he is saying 2 cents, I'm not taking no profit. Market cap 1.5 million. And that's just an estimating. And in a circulating supply, it's 100 million. So he's basically saying all this. He's not going to really take any profit until 15 cents. This is a really good plan. He really put it out there. Shout out to Dave Simpson. I hope you're okay for me showing this, but you did put it out on Twitter. So I was like, you know what? This is actually a really good idea. So he has 100,000 tokens. This person has 100,000 tokens. And this can work for any project, guys. Think about this. This is a SWP, but this also can work with any project that you have. It's more of a strategy. So he is saying 15 cents. He's projected to take some profit out, and that'd be about 10,000 tokens, which would be about $1,500 in gains at 15 cents. Remember, the thing right here is at $1 million market cap, and it's at 1 cent that you see right there. Okay. He's going to wait to 15 cents. The market cap's around $15 million market cap, and he's going to take a percentage out. Okay. So, and only 10,000 tokens out of his 100,000. Meaning, let me zoom back in. Which meaning, this tells me you guys, when you're in your favorite token, because this will work for other projects as well. So don't be like, well, you know, you're not talking about my token. Because a lot of times we do that a lot. And I think you always can learn from different situations. You can always learn from it. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that just sit back and learn something if you like to from the cap. So basically, he has 100,000 tokens. He has 100,000 tokens. He's going to take 10,000, sell 10,000 of those tokens, and it will only be $1,500 profit, and the market cap at 15 million. That's where we are right now. So it's at 1 cent. That project, SWP, is at 1 cent. He's not going to start taking profit to 15 cents. That's a good strategy. That strategy works for him. Now, his next time he going to take profit is at 50 cents. 50 cents. Now, he's going to take another 10,000 out at 50 cents, $50 million market cap, and $5,000 profit. Now, let's talk about this. Now, remember, he started out with 100,000 tokens. He took profit at 15 cents, get $1,500. And then he's going to take profit at 50 cents and profit of $5,000, and the market cap's at 50 million. Right now, SWP, the actually project itself is at 1 cent. So that means that he's looking at all this. So 50 cents at 50 million, he's only taking a combined about $6,500 profit. He's keeping a lot of his bulk of his tokens for later on, which is a smart strategy. It's a strategy that works for him, right? It's a smart strategy that works for him. Let me say, it's a smart strategy that works for him. Everybody's strategy is different. Mine's a little bit different from this, but there's a strategy here. Okay, let's continue. Now, his next one's going to be 75 cents, which he's going to sell 5,000 of those tokens, which is a $37.50. Okay, let's talk about this. So then now, okay, 75 cents, I'm going to take another 5,000 tokens. So he's just chipping things off. 10,000 tokens at about what, 15 cents, another 10,000 at 50 cents, and now another 5,000 at 75 cents. Remember, he got 100,000 tokens. So now $3,700 he's going to take out. He's not even really, he's barely about 10 grand of profit and haven't even hit $1 yet. Remember, it's only 3.8% of the supply left to buy. I think it's like 3.9-ish. So that means that he's thinking about that. So this is actually smart. Now, once he hit $1, he's going to take $15,000 profit. Now he should. Now he's thinking bigger. Because once he hit $1, it's $100 million market cap. So now he's like, well, you know, let's start taking bigger amounts as the market cap grows. You notice he's not doing this. He's not taking bulk of his market cap around the 4 million and 8 million. Well, a lot of people do sometimes because they'll see some dip in the chart and they'll take a bulk out. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take a bulk of mine out when we hit $1, which is about $100 million market cap. Remember, the thing is only 1.1 million SWP, which is really, really smart here. So if I go back over here again, I'm seeing $1.50. He's taking another $15,000 out, and then he's doing $3 at $30,000, and then $5 $100,000, and then $10 $200,000. Now he still have tokens left after it gets to a billion. He still have tokens left because he even said it. He says, "This is my exit strategy on the way to 1 billion." Okay. Market cap based on 100K tokens, leaving 20 tokens for a moon bag. So he's saying, you know what? Once we get to 1 billion, I want to have 20,000 tokens to have. So if it goes to 2 billion, 3 billion, 5 billion, 7 billion, 10 billion, he's got that 20,000 tokens to really play with, is because it goes, let's say it goes to, wow, that thing is going to be worth quite a bit. Even at 20,000 tokens, if it goes to, 2 billion, 5 billion. So that's his moon bag. Now his gains, look at his gains here. You see this, guys? His gains is $370,000 at total of $1 billion market cap. So he's like, that's enough for me. Think about $379,000 or $370,000. That's enough for him. And it is. It's enough for a lot of people. $370,000. So that means he's like, you know what? I paid for my house already. I got a new car. I paid for my house. And then if he got kids, he's took care. He got college fund for them. I got college fund. I got retirement. And then he's got new home paid off. New car. He could probably do all that and still pay some taxes, obviously, and room from tax. He could probably do all that. And he's like, you know what? I got a moon bag, which meaning that, hey, you know what? I got a moon bag. And so now, if this thing goes any above $1 billion, $2 billion market cap, he can start taking small pieces out. He can take 2,000 tokens out here, 3,000 tokens out there, 10, 5, whatever. So he's he's got a nice plan, which I like the fact that people have a plan like that. This guy's a long-time holder. And the thing about it, though, he's going to be successful. He's going to get something. He's going to get something because in my calculation, I really believe SWP will hit some of these numbers. I believe they will hit these numbers, in my opinion, over time. And if he sticks with this, he's good. Or stick around it. Things change. He may want to make some changes of it. But the fact that he's got a plan and now he can put it out there, and then now he's got something here. So that's what I'm saying. This can work on any project you really currently have. And he's doing this all on the fear. You see this? This plan literally is out when this is happening. The crypto fear and greed index, and his fear, which is extremely low. Look at this. Fear. 20 and it's 22. And my man put this out. He put this out literally today, March 1st. Put this out. I'm going to like this, man. Amazing. Amazing plan. You will be successful. So I said, amazing plan. You will be successful. I said this. I said it to this person live because he will be successful. Why? Because he got a plan. Even if they come up short with some of this stuff, you're still getting some gains. Let's say it only gets to 100 million. Well, he's still coming out with about 20, 25K. And then he may make adjustments. He may make adjustments along the way. He may take a little bit more out if he sees some things. So even if it came up short, he's still coming out of this profitable. Even if it just gets to 400 million or $1 billion and just stops at $1 billion, he's still unbelievable profitable. His gains is $370,000, and he still has a little bit more tokens to go. He got so many options what he can do with that. That 370, he could take some of that profit and put into something else. So that's a lot. That's a lot to kind of be playing around with. See, sometimes, guys, what I've been saying on this, if you stay in this market long enough, you will get profit. If you stay in this long enough and you are making and you learning from your mistakes, if you're learning from your mistakes, you will be profitable. But the thing is, what do you do next? Because think about it, what would you do, guys? $370,000. Let's say it hit $1 billion. He got 370. You got 370. What do you do? Now, for him, he can take percentages and invest into something else. He can cash all out. There's a lot of things he can do. Hell, he can even buy Bitcoin with that, because Bitcoin, let's say SWP hits $1 billion. Bitcoin could be like 150. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Bitcoin's 150. He can say, you know what? Let me go buy Bitcoin and just hide it and be like, and buy Bitcoin and keep this for like 5 years. And then within 5 years, Bitcoin is 500,000. So now he's made some money off that as well. So 100%. So it's all about having a good plan here. Guys, just have a plan. This works for any crypto you have. Obviously, the numbers will be different. He got his stuff from 2 cents to $10. This can literally happen. I believe this will happen. I believe SWP and other projects is going to hit $1 billion market cap. Yes, I said it. The captain said it. Why? It's because you got so many things setting up for wins. It really is. You're dismissing cases from the SEC. You got the crypto summit that's going to be on March 7th, held in the White House. It never happened before. Okay. All right. Bitcoin is still high because remember, Bitcoin last year on this time was around what, 40,000? It's 86,000 or 85,000. One of those. It's fighting. It's fighting at resistance level. We got down to 78,000, then it just jumped up to $85,000 to $86,000. So it's there, man. It's just kind of waiting for a couple of things to kind of line up for the market to start moving. We may dip down a little bit more before we move higher. That means Ethereum 4K. That means Bitcoin 110K. That means Solana about $300. Oh my, wouldn't that be crazy? And then SWP, if it's those numbers, SWP may be about 20 cents, 30 cents, something like that. So that means, if think about that, that means, let's say we had 30 cents. He's already taken this $1,500 profit. He said he didn't want to do it to like 50 cents. Absolutely. Oh, multi-billions in market cap is very doable for Saitama. Jazz voice, absolutely. Jazz. Okay, imagine hitting near SHIB previous all-time high. That's like $300 to $400 at SWP. Listen, man, my man Jazz, he's absolutely right on that, because think about it. The reason why SWP can hit that, because of the limited supply. That's one reason. The limited supply, the team is bullish, and the community is holding that son of a bitch. Think about this guy here. This guy got 100,000 tokens. He's willing to wait before he takes major profit out, and that's going to be basically about $1. And there's people that's got a bigger amount than he has. They hold until close to $1 billion. There are holders in there to $1 billion. As long as the community take care of that chart and they take care of the, don't take too much out, it gonna fly. It gonna fly. It gonna fly. By me and everything is all right. All right, and I'll show you this. And one reason, guys, let me refresh this page and you guys can see this. And Jazz is right. He's right. Multi-billions in market cap is very doable for Saitama. Imagine hitting near SHIB's previous all-time. 300 to 400. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that being $400? Guys, let me show you something. You may think I'm crazy. All right, you are 3.9% of the supply. Let me go ahead and zoom in for the people in the back. The people in the back say, hey, say, ho. Okay, anyway. So if I can move my computer over here, if I can move it over. It's not allowing me to. Oh, yeah, this right here. Okay. So if you see that 3.8%, all these guys down here are holders. 2%, 1%, whatever. That means this here, 3.9%, which meaning, guys, as this dwindles down, and it will, these people ain't selling. They ain't selling. These guys here, these 1 percenters, these 0.5 percenters, these 0.1 percenters, they ain't selling. All these are wallets, and they're not selling. They're not selling these guys. I don't think they'll start really selling, to be honest with you, until at least hit 100 million. That's my opinion. I don't think you'll see big explosive sales at, $10 million. Now, I don't see it because it doesn't make any sense. Now we get 100 million and you got volume in the chart, or even at 50 million or 30 million, you got volume in the chart. So somebody can slide out 10K and nobody even know about it because the volume is kind of just going and going and going and going. And so you want to have a project in your portfolio that has low supply. You want to have that. There's a few other projects like Meme Link. Pablo Crow is the dev. That's another one you definitely want to take a look at because of the low supply. Shout out to Pablo Crow if you're watching. Shout out to you, bro. But that's another one. Meme Link is another one that has a low supply. They burn half the house. They burn 92%, I believe, of the supply. They only mess around with 8%. 8% is just for the community and for, maybe the team or whatever, but they got to buy that shit. So they got to buy that. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying is you want to have something in your wallet that has a low supply of people can buy, because that creates demand, that creates excitement, that creates FOMO. If I got so much supply, I can't really get the demand, because people gonna be like, well, it's plenty. But if you go to the grocery store and there's only about 12 eggs left, 12, and there's about 30 people for 12 eggs, actually I'm doing this. It's gonna be FOMO. It's gonna be FOMO because 30 people, only 12 of them only can get to 12 eggs. That is an example that can happen when you got low supply. You got 3.9 million tokens for thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Now, some people can probably take 1,000. Some people can take 50. Some people can be 100. The holders in a community, if they can hold the fort, which I believe they will, let the demand go up. Let it just run. That thing will fly like anything you ain't seen. And it's not the only one going to fly, because it's going to be other ones going to fly similar. I'm going to keep it real, because there's always more than one flyer. There's always more than one. And all you got to do is just catch one. Miss Miyagi and Daniel-san, and remember he had those chopsticks and those flies? He was like this. I don't have any chopsticks. He was like, dun, 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 dun. You must focus, son. The difference is, I'm just telling you the answer to the test. Now, I ain't got no flies around. I don't even got no chopsticks. I don't even got any chopsticks. But if you catch a fly, that's a low supply. And I actually got to run. If you catch the fly, you got a low supply. And a low supply is SWP. That's one of them. Now, remember, there's other flies flying around here. In your portfolio, I'm telling you right now, have a project that got low supply. Community is going to hold for millions, multi-millions, or billions, giving people a chance to fly. You need to have one in your project. I'm telling. 100%. Bingo! The coin held up extremely well during the craziness bloodbath, and the supply shock is unheard of. Guys, I've experienced a supply shock before, and it's nuts. It's literally trying to find the last. No, it's literally trying to get the last piece of chicken on the freaking plate. You got 10 people out there. You got 10 chicken wings. Somebody gonna take 2 or 3. Because he ain't gonna take 1. No, I'll take 3. And then it's 9 people is fighting over the 7. The second person took 3 as well. So now you got 8 people trying to get what? 4 pieces of chicken? So the third person says, you know what? I'll take 3 as well. Because he ain't thinking about those other people. You know how it is. People ain't thinking about other people. People like, I'm going to try and get as much as possible. So now you got 3 people take 9 pieces of chicken. There's only 10 on the plate. And there's 7 people back there. Now the fourth person is like, he's seeing 1 piece of chicken and sauce and other things. He's looking around. He looked back. There's 6 people sitting there like, I need to get the chicken. 6 people was back there wanting the piece of chicken. But the man was like, you know how the crypto market is. Unfortunately, it's very selfish at times. Screw that, man. Screw those people. I'm getting his last piece of chicken. He's going to take that chicken, rub the barbecue sauce on the plate, because he don't want none of them to have nothing. Bro, I'm taking crumbs. This man's going to be like this, taking the crumbs, rubbing that last piece of chicken on that plate. He going to turn around, give him the signal, or give him that Hunter game signal. You know that Hunter, when Katniss Everdeen, he gonna give it that, the Hunter game signal. Turn around to those other people with this last piece of chicken. I'm comparing to SWP or any low supply project. Literally gonna be like sayonara and walk out. Now think about it. Now you got these other people, these 6 other people. The next person show up to the plate. There's no crumbs. There's no sauce. It's just he sees his reflection. And these other guys sitting there like, what we gonna do? So, well, you know what they do? You know what you got to do? When you don't see nothing else on the plate. Now, some people, you do know, they will start to FUD to get people to sell. So somebody in that line is going to jump into a group or wherever the community's at, Telegram more than likely, and start causing problems because they want the piece of chicken. That's what happens. They're trying to get a position. But a community like SWP, nah, they gonna block your ass. You lost. But unfortunately, there will be 2 people or a person that get scared and sell. So all of a sudden, there's 5 pieces of chicken just landed back on the plate because, it got to somebody. Oh my God, I need to sell because my rent is due yesterday, even though you've already paid. He ain't thinking. Because sometimes when you sell, you don't think. He's like, why am I paying rent? I already paid my rent, last month or early this week. So somebody sells 5 more pieces of chicken. Remember, there's 6 other people. So one of those people, you know what he did? He grabbed all 5 pieces of chicken. Ain't nothing left for that person. That's FOMO, guys. And this is what happens with something like this. See, right now, people are sitting there like, I got all the time in the world. It's only $1 million market cap. All right, Captain, 3.9%. It's plenty. You'll come back to this bad boy and be like 1.2, and you're gonna be like, and you're gonna be all nervous, sweat coming down your face, sweat coming. I need to sell. I need to buy. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And you're gonna be shaking, all that kind of stuff, foam coming from your mouth, all this kind of stuff, because you should have did it when it was 3.9%. Now let's check this. Is turbo any good? Are you talking about the token? Can you clarify what you're talking about? Talking about the token? Just clarify what you're talking about. Just need to clarify. Oh, going to 100 million will be quick. It did 10 million in a day last year. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It will hit 10 million. Once we're off to the races, it's over. Once SWP is off to the races, it's over. It's done. Like, to me, I feel like once it's out, I think you got to get past a certain market cap. It's done. It's not done, but I mean, it's just, you'll have your pullbacks. What I mean over, I mean is it's on its way to go higher. Now, you'll have pullbacks. Yes. So let me just clarify that. What I mean by this, that's giving you the bat signal that's saying this is going to hit 100 million. Yeah. Within a month, 2 months, something like that. And we're going to $1 billion by the end of the year, something like that. That's what you kind of sitting there thinking. And yes, but absolutely. So that's what I'm trying to say here. And then when you have stuff like this here, which is absolutely unbelievable, which is funny, 149K views that's on this video. They say Tama Wolfpack, Vegas to Tama event, hype or disaster. This thing hit 149,000 views. Now, guys, let me explain what this really means in terms that you understand. I was at the Saitama event, which I was in. It tells me, this is what it tells me. There is enough interest out there for this. I think what's happening, people are waiting on the sidelines before they see the movement. And if you only got a small budget, you need to get in now before you won't be able to get in. Now, the guys, the big whales, they can wait. 10 million, I get in. You know, they can say that because they whales. That's the reason why they're whales. If you guys only got so much, you need to get your ass in now because you're not going to be able to get in at a good position. I'm just sorry. And it's no FUD. It's not financial advice. Let me clear this up. You need to consider getting in something like this because you may not be a whale and only have, I only got a little bit, Hey, be like Dave Simpson, man. Dave Simpson got 100,000. Now he's like his plan was just 100,000. This is good. 100,000. So you can follow the same similar plan of Dave Simpson. Now, how much is 100,000? Let's find out. Now, somebody sold 1209 for 100. You see this happening. Now, this person sold 100,000 tokens for only $1,200. Now, maybe that's part of his plan. But then I go back over here and I'm just thinking his plan is 100,000. His plan is 100,000, and this person sold could be all of it if he has. And I'm sitting there like, wow. So that means you could start the journey with $1,200, literally. And his plan is to get $370,000 plus in terms of gains. So that means if you want to follow a plan that someone already put there, 100,000 tokens, $1,200. That's what I'm seeing right now. So let me go and look at the one more thing here. I see. Oh, you didn't answer it. Turbo. The token is any good to borrow? Will it ever reach a penny? So, oh yeah. Let me take. Oh, okay. Let me take a look at the Turbo. I've heard of the Turbo token. I just wanted to be clear because, I just wanted to be clear. I just didn't want to assume we were talking about anything. I could take a look at Turbo. I'll take a look at it as well. I can bring it up and see. Turbo time. But yeah, SWV, yeah, that's something to definitely take a look at. Oh yeah, this Turbo. Okay. Oh, hmm. All right, let me do some analysis and give me my opinion. Okay, so they are at a pretty good market cap. They're kind of consolidating right now. Um, Look, they consolidate right now on comes to the chart. And if I go look here, okay, so they've kind of took some dives here. Okay. According to this information, Turbo is projected to be back in front of this is confirmed. Consider buying. Something is cooking in here. Trade plan below this. So let me look at what this plan, what this person kind of went down here. So according to his plan, he is seeing, the downtrend of it right now. So it's on the downtrend, obviously. I feel like it's consolidating some a little bit at that level. But what I'm starting to see here, I think Turbo could get some more push up in the near future here. From what I'm seeing here, could it reach 1 cent? Let me find out what the supply amount is, and then I'll continue. Find out what the supply amount is. Now, the supply amount is 69. Is that 69 billion? 69 billion, and you're circulating 69 billion. Okay. Let me see the coin market cap. Let me go look at the DEX tools. My DEX tool. Hitting 1 cent would definitely take a lot more volume. Not saying they can't do it. All-time high on this was 1 cent. So they have hit 1 cent before. Yeah, I mean, wow, the volume was 400 million, and then you're down here. So they have hit it before. So answer this, man. It's done it before. You probably wanted to know will it hit again. Oh, they really took a downturn. Why did it take that downturn? Was it some news? Must have some news that happened. Because it took a pretty big downturn. Bullish on it. People saying they're pretty bullish on it. It's got to find out like what was the gotta be some news that happened. Probably, the market, maybe people just getting tired of it. Now the volume went down a little bit, obviously. See here. Got 50,000 holders. Yeah. Yes, Turbo is any good wherever yeah. It's the answer to the question. It has hit a penny. It actually the answer to your question, it has hit a penny. It was back in December, about mid-December. It hit a penny. Yeah, it was at 1 cent. It popped up to 1 cent, and I think went straight down again. I think obviously if the community can back it up, I got to look at some other factors in here. But I feel like they'll make another run at that 1 cent if it can get the right volume. Oh, they on ETH too? Doesn't have too much liquidity. I will be concerned about that. It's not a ton of liquidity because it's for a $200 million market cap. Not a ton of liquidity from what I'm seeing. But yeah, man, I can see this getting back to 1 cent. Yeah. Because 50,000 holders, god damn. 50,000 holders in there. It just needs some volumes and maybe getting some good buys in here. I could see it hitting another 1 cent, especially there. It already hit it once. Yes. Do you think it'll hit again by 2030? I feel like it can, man. Yeah, from what I'm seeing here, I feel like it can hit again and 1 cent again. I feel like it can. If that's other factors in this now. There's other factors, but I do believe it can. I do believe it can. Let me see something real quick. Because it's not that far from it. It's not like we're not too far from it, but I feel like it can. I feel it can. It's going to take some time, though, from what I'm seeing on the chart. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some pretty bullish news from this camp as well. The first AI generated meme coin. They still putting stuff out? Yeah, man. I feel like it can, man. The answer is yes. I feel like it can hit that again. Absolutely. Yes. It has hit 1 cent before. I feel like it'll hit it again. Yes. But it might take some time. But yeah, I like it. I've heard of Turbo. I missed it, me getting into it. But yeah, I think it can, man. It's got some really good memes on there. Big community. Big wallets. I'm looking in here. They own exchanges. Probably just need to get maybe on one or two other exchanges. It seemed like, yeah, it seemed like they're missing out on one or two really bullish news to get it back up again. But yes, I do definitely like it. The next Pepe. Nah, I actually think it's just one Pepe. I think it's hard to. I don't think it's a next like SHIB. It's like the next SHIB. I think the only thing you can really do is be the best of you. I think it's good marketing and saying this is the next Pepe, and people will be thinking, "Oh, I missed on Pepe." This, I don't think it'll be the next Pepe. However, I do believe there's still a future with this. But I don't think it's the next Pepe. That is. I think it's only one real Pepe, really. Yeah. So Pepe is just really one. Like it's only one SHIB, one Dogecoin. But the thing is, you don't necessarily have to be the next to really get gains and profit. You just gotta be good. You just gotta have a demand of what people want, and that project still has a demand. It's still a demand. It's not as high as it was, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. But there's still a demand on this. Let me take a look at that. Let me see. Yeah, oh, okay. I see. Yeah, it's not the next Pepe, but I feel like it just like Turbo, I think it'll definitely see some moves up in the future. Especially if you get more bullish news, especially on meme coins. Those two could be something to look at, but damn, it's a good for Turbo and this one and SWP. It's a pretty good buying opportunity. I mean, it's down from the all-time high, but it's still got some juice left. I see some juice in there. Yeah, this thing could really move with the right opportunity. See, right now, guys, everything is still on sale. There's so many things still on sale, which meaning that like you can really do very, very well. Like a lot of things are still on sale right now. Now, going back to SWP, yeah, man, obviously, yeah, you see this right here, and 100%, man, you got low volume. You still got low volume, but you got low supply. The volume will come over time. This is the time that you hold and get your position in at these projects that we're talking about, especially SWP, because there ain't that many tokens left. And soon, 3.9% is going to be 3.6%, and 3.5%, and then 3.3%. It's just going to trickle down. It's just going to trickle down. I'm looking and saying, do I got more pennies to add more? So, because I'm considering adding more of this, man. Absolutely. Or just like my brother or something, I may give him a call, but like, hey, man, you need to add more of this, you know. But I do know whales are watching this. They're really watching this. The ones I've actually talked with, they're just waiting for a certain market cap, and they're just gonna load. They're just gonna load in. They're just gonna load in. I think at 5 million, I think we could shoot up to 10 million really quick. It's because now I think 5 million could give people that inkling, or 4 million, 4 or 5 million. I think that give people kind of like, all right, that's all it is. And I'm just saying at this level right now, guys, I'm telling you, just consider it, because Saitama is a name. And when I go look at things like this, when I look at things like this and I see these numbers there, that tells me so much about your project. That tells me you get 149,000 views on something that came out a day and a half ago. Go around to the meme coin land and see what videos they got that's over 100,000. Just tell me. Now, I will go and look at one that they do pretty well, and I'm just going to see. Let's do a little bit of a comparison. Now, I'm going to go to one project that they put out, videos and stuff. I want to see how big it is. And you may know what this is. Okay, so how big is their shit? I think it's pretty good. All right, so let me show you one to compare. Now, this is Pudgy Penguins, 664,000 followers. Big project. It's in the billions. Let's see. So let's do a little bit of a comparison here. Let's have a little fun. All right. So Turbo, good. Pudgy Penguin. All right. Oh, I got the wrong one. Fake ETH. So someone said put a fake one out there. I think I typed in the wrong one. So Pudgy Penguin. I want my Pudgy. All right, so this is the one I'm trying to get to. All right, Pudgy, it did hit 1 billion at one time. Now it's down to 500 million. I believe it hit I think it did hit 1 billion at one time and then just came down. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. And it came down. Yep. All right. Oh, let me. Yeah, this is probably one of those high ones. Damn, that thing was at 4 cents. Look at it. That thing was at 4 cents and dropped down. Wow. But anyway, I wouldn't be discouraged. Even anyway, the market cap is 521 million. All right. They have a video on here that's been out since February 5th. You know, been out for about a month. And they're talking about their burn percentage. And it did 647,000. Now, I want to see if I see another video that kind of compares it. I'm trying to find one. That's the only one I can probably end up finding. I'm just doing a comparison, guys. So it's been a month, and that's 647. We'll just go by that. It's been a month, and that's at 647,000 views. All right, look at this. All this actually here. All right. And they've got 600,000 followers. So that actually makes sense. 600,000 followers, 600,000 views. That actually match up very, very well. Let me show you this. Saitama has 4,000 followers, guys, but 149,000 views. All right, I'm back. So that tells me the growth potential out of this is tremendous. I get 149,000 views from 4,000 followers. That tells me there's more interest in Saitama. That means people are watching like this, and they're watching like this. They're watching. They're sneaky watching. They may not be following necessarily. Some are. A lot of them probably not. They don't want to see their name. You know what it is? I don't want to see my name in here. I don't want to see my name in here. That's what that is. Some of them is like, show my name, show my name, show my name. I read all about you. I know you. All that kind of stuff. It actually say my name. I say show my name. Share my name, share my name. So basically, it tells me this followers and this views doesn't really add up. What's telling me people are watching, and 149,000 views will go up. Remember, the other Pudgy Penguin, 600,000, but you got 600,000 followers. That makes sense. This 149 will go up. And you also got to think about this, guys. There are more of these cartoons coming out. So remember, at the end of this, I think of disaster. The ending of this, it says to be continued. It literally says this. So all the people don't really know. It says to be continued. To be continued. To be continued. That's what it says. So guys, what I'm trying to say, and I'm really trying to bring this out, you want to have a project that has a low supply, left to buy, bullish community. They're putting out something for you can see and enjoy. See, that's just a bonus. Because a lot of times you have a meme project, good community, but you may not have a whole lot with that. You know, you'd be like, well, we just kind of waiting for the chart going up. They actually got content out. They haven't got stuff out to you to sit there and enjoy. And they have a name that's already markable. Or it's a name that people are familiar with. Because some people might think it's not markable. They stole my money. Because that's some people thinking. But I'm sitting here like, you get 149,000 views on 4,000 followers? That tells me like there's a lot of people waiting. Imagine 149,000 followers. Imagine 149,000 followers, 449,000 video. Remember, Pudgy Penguin has $500 million market cap, and they probably have a crazy amount of holders. It's not showing me the name of holders as of yet. So 500 million market cap. That's what it is. And 600,000. They match. See, that match. 4,000 followers and 149,000 followers, 449,000 views on a video that was a day and a half ago. It don't match. Eventually, your holders and your activity will match. It will match eventually. And when it does, explode. Cuckoo. You know the whale? Cuckoo. And then people gonna look at videos like this and gonna be like, damn. And you know me, I'm gonna come back to a video like this and say, this thing is 1 million. Why people ain't? And the damn thing is 75 million. And I'm gonna come back and be like, you know, I kind of warned you. I kind of told you. Kind of told you. Now, do I know? Yeah, I do. Because, I mean, you got low supply. You got a community is not selling, at least not large amounts. You got some traders coming in and out. And they've been a cartoon series, an LLC, got a marketable name. Bro. Yeah. It will. It doesn't have, it's 100 million supply. It doesn't have trillion supply or even billions. 100 million, and you got 3.9% left on something you see that's going to explode. Yes. And guys, it's other ones out there. I'm not just saying that's the only. There are other ones out there. I'm going to be completely transparent. I ain't going to be one of those people. This is the only crypto you should buy. If you look around, people got like 5 or 6 in a while. I'm just saying, have one. Make room for a project that has low supply that can create the FOMO and can create the supply shock. And with that, a community that doesn't give up and is still there fighting, literally like Braveheart. This is our freedom. All that kind of, you don't necessarily need like a Braveheart person throwing the sword out there and it hits the ground and people run around. You don't have to go all that far. But what you do need to know is positioning is everything. And sometimes you only can leave the light on so much, like Motel 6. Dun, 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 dun. We leave the light on for you. Eventually, that light's going to be out. Tom Burnett is literally going to go into your room or go into your room and start turning the lights out. We close. Or not close, because Motel 6 don't really close. We sold out. Tom Burnett, Motel 6 guy. I'm Tom Burnett. Don't leave the light on for you. Yeah. Eventually, when you find these projects that got low supply and it keeps going low, the light's going to be off. And you can be fighting over the last piece of chicken. Like I was talking about earlier, you're going to be fighting over the last piece of chicken. You taking the crumbs and rubbing it into the barbecue sauce. And then you're going to show the people, you'll give your Hunger Games signal. I got the last piece of chicken. Yeah, that. You're gonna give them a whistle. And those other 5, 6 guys there is gonna be like, oh my God. Exactly. And somebody like him, somebody like this person here. Let me show you if you guys just watch. Somebody like this guy here, like Simpson, that already got his exit strategy all ready to go with this. He doesn't need to do the Hunger Game call. He already got his position. He's like, I got my 100,000. I ain't selling until I hit my certain positions. And his first one, he got it down here. He had 15 cents and he got 50 cents, all this type of. He got his position. He don't have to do all this. He ain't fighting over the last piece of chicken. He's comfortable with what he has, but he does not have to do all this crazy amount of selling. I mean, I'm good. I got my exit strategy. I'm good. And as long as I follow it, because sometimes people don't, sometimes you may go against it. I'm following my exit strategy. Follow your strategy. Absolutely. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. But listen, have a project that does have certain variables that you feel comfortable that will go up. And what I was saying about earlier about the crypto market explosion, it's near. It's gearing up for it. When you see a lot of this fear and all, but you see moves being made behind the scenes, we're going up. We're going up to the grapevine, like the Jeffersons. Jefferson eventually did move up, and it was up. It was up. It was up. You know. So anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching the Captain Adam Sheldon Show on X and YouTube. Have a project that you can hold, and have a project. You don't do all this. Consider having a project where you comfortable holding for longer. Similar to Simpson. Don't get stuff and you're just constantly selling out of it. Get something you're comfortable with holding till you hit margins that you really want to hit. Otherwise, somebody gonna take your spot and you're gonna be looking like this. Crazy. Don't be the last piece of chicken guy. I was that person at one particular time. The last piece of chicken, and I didn't do the hurricane call and all that stuff. I didn't do it. I just took it and just I did one of these. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't got no chicken. Yeah, I do. Got barbecue sauce on my face. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one, and think about it. Yes, and have a strategy that works for you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.